That was the chairman, not me.
Don't you think your hyperbolic statements undermine your credibility?
What hyperbolic statement did I make?
March 2nd, you said, quote, if you rule against Trump's population purge agenda, no hyperbole there, the nativists will name you, threaten you, and come after you. These judges are much braver than the ICE agents who hide behind masks.
When I talk about population purge, I'm talking about the fact that they're trying to deport U.S.-born citizens, people born here. They are trying to deport them as well.
You trigger my gag reflex, Mr. Beer.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator Kennedy.
Secretary Wolf, thank you for your service. Why, in your opinion, do so many, not all, but so many of my Democratic colleagues believe in open borders?
Well, it's a good question. I think it's a couple of different fronts. One, it would be they don't believe in immigration law. They don't like enforcement. They don't like removing of individuals. And they believe that there are some that believe that anyone and everyone should be able to come to the U.S., whether they apply for protections under U.S. law or not. And then there's some probably that would like to see more voters in the U.S. as well.
Ms. Vaughn, some of my colleagues, for whom I have great respect, believe that the 10th Amendment allows local governments to ignore federal immigration law and implement sanctuary policy. The Supreme Court has ruled that racial quotas represent a pernicious form of racial discrimination. Can local governments ignore that ruling under the 10th Amendment?
Well, the 10th Amendment is about...
Just answer my question, please, ma'am.
The 10th Amendment is about commandeering, and so it's not really appropriate to this because...
Is the answer yes or no, ma'am?
Could you ask me again? Because I don't understand the relevance to... I'm sorry, I don't... Because ICE is not asking them
Secretary Wolf, you heard my question. Under the guise of the 10th Amendment, can local governments ignore a Supreme Court ruling?
I don't believe they can.
Okay. Women have the right to vote in America by statute and by constitutional interpretation. Under the guise of the 10th Amendment, can local governments just ignore that and prohibit women from voting?
No.
Okay. Mr. Duke, you worked for President Biden and Vice President Harris, didn't you?
Yes.
And I listened carefully to your testimony today. You expressed, well, you offered the opinion that the One Big Beautiful Bill is terrible in part because it will cause deficits. Is that right?
Yes.
Isn't it a fact that the profligacy of President Biden caused 9% inflation in America?
No.
Okay. Isn't it a fact that if President Biden had discovered life on Mars when he was president, he would have immediately sent it money?
I don't believe so.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Well, I appreciate your newly found fiscal conservatism. Mr. Beer, you seem to be a very smart guy, and you seem to be a nice enough guy.
Thank you, Senator. You seem smart as well.
Jack.
Don't.
That was the chairman, not me.
Don't you think your hyperbolic statements undermine your credibility?
What hyperbolic statement did I make?
On February the 11th, 2026, you posted on Bluesky, quote, my words, or your words, not mine. The Democrats' video telling service members to ignore illegal orders didn't go far enough. They should have also urged them to refuse unethical orders, whether illegal or not. There are many things deemed legal that are still obviously unethical, and everyone should hold themselves to this higher law. End quote. Did I read that correctly?
I believe you did. Do you disagree with it? You think people should do unethical things in their capacity?
On December the 31st of 2025, you posted in front of God.
But wait. Do you disagree with what I said?
Let me finish my question.
I'm sorry.
Sir.
Sure.
In front of God and country, you said, quote, they, referring to Republicans, think they control their way into us accepting ethnic cleansing, end quote. Your words, not mine. Did I read that correctly?
That was in regard to a Department of Homeland Security post about advocating 100 million deportations. That is what DHS has tweeted from their own account. 100 million deportations would be ethnic cleansing. You would be removing 1/3 of the country. So yes, there are people within the Department of Homeland Security.
And you don't think this is hyperbolic? Give me 30 more seconds.
I think advocating 100 million deportations is
I'm having fun here,
ethnic
Mr. Chairman.
cleansing.
On February 5th, you said the following on Bluesky.
Your time's up.
These are all good, but there's no enforcement mechanism. I'm sorry. Let me try a better one. On March 2nd, you said, quote, if you rule against Trump's population purge agenda, no hyperbole there, the nativists will name you, threaten you, and come after you. These judges are much braver than the ICE agents who hide behind masks while violating the Constitution.
They are much braver. They put their names on their rulings, and they stand behind their constitutional rulings. When I talk about population purge, I'm talking about the fact that they're trying to deport U.S.-born citizens, people born here. They are trying to deport them as well. So it's not a mass deportation agenda. It is also an agenda intended to reduce the population of the United States, including U.S.-born people. So these are not hyperbolic statements. I appreciate you reading my account. I appreciate your research.
Here's the good news.
What planet did you just... Wait a minute, Mr. Chairman. What planet did you just parachute in from?
No. Hey, guys.
You trigger my gag reflex, Mr. Beaver.
Opened with Senator Kennedy questioning witnesses about immigration enforcement and the role of federal, state, and local governments. He asked former Homeland Security officials why, in their view, many Democrats oppose stricter immigration enforcement and sanctuary policies. Kennedy also questioned whether states or local governments could disregard federal law or Supreme Court rulings by invoking the 10th Amendment. One witness emphasized that the 10th Amendment limits the federal government's ability to compel state action, while Kennedy pressed for more direct answers about whether constitutional rulings could simply be ignored. The exchange highlighted the broader disagreement over immigration, enforcement, federal authority, and the responsibilities of local governments. From Kennedy's perspective, the law should be enforced consistently across every jurisdiction. Kennedy then turned his attention to another witness, questioning previous criticism of federal spending and budget policy. He argued that concerns about deficits should also take into account inflation during the previous administration. The witness disputed Kennedy's characterization, leading to another brief but spirited exchange. Although neither side persuaded the other, the discussion reflected the larger political divide over inflation, government spending, and fiscal policy. The hearing soon moved away from economics and into the most memorable confrontation of the day. Kennedy began reading several public social media posts written by one of the witnesses. He questioned whether phrases such as population purge and ethnic cleansing accurately described current immigration policies or whether they crossed into exaggerated political rhetoric. The witness defended those statements, arguing they reflected genuine concerns about immigration enforcement and constitutional protections. Kennedy strongly disagreed. As the exchange grew more intense, he questioned whether those kinds of statements undermined the witness's credibility. The witness maintained that the language reflected sincerely held views and rejected the accusation that the comments were hyperbolic. The discussion became increasingly tense as both sides defended their positions without backing down. If you're enjoying this breakdown of today's biggest congressional hearings and political debates, be sure to click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest coverage. The hearing reached its most memorable moment after another back and forth over the witnesses' public statements. Kennedy expressed disbelief at the witness's explanation and responded with a remark that immediately drew laughter throughout the hearing room. That exchange quickly became one of the most widely shared clips from the day's proceedings. Beyond the memorable one-liners, the hearing underscored a deeper disagreement over immigration policy, political rhetoric, and how public officials should discuss controversial issues. Supporters of Kennedy argued he was challenging what they viewed as inflammatory language. Others viewed the witness's comments as reflecting broader concerns about immigration policy and constitutional rights. Either way, the exchange ensured the hearing would continue generating discussion well after it ended. By the close of the hearing, it was clear that neither side had changed the other's mind. What began as a discussion about immigration enforcement evolved into a broader debate over political language, constitutional interpretation, and public accountability. The sharp exchanges, pointed questions, and memorable remarks made this one of the most talked about moments from the hearing. Now we want to hear from you. Did Senator Kennedy raise fair questions about political rhetoric, or do you think the witness adequately defended those statements? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more coverage of congressional hearings, major political debates, and the biggest moments from Washington. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.